Alright, how's it going everybody? I'm Polister, and this is another BattleBlock Theater tutorial. Welcome back to, well, this. It is going to be a tutorial on level 3-5, and this one's a personal favorite of mine. Well, maybe not favorite, but top X amount of stages, it's in there. This is in my splits labeled as Jebaited, and I think you'll see full well why that is when I start explaining all of the strats and the intricacies of this stage. There's a few boosts that you need to do and a few little mechanics that you need to utilize when going through this stage. But that's for when we actually get to it. For now, here's the layout of the stage as seen over on top of it. We're going to start at the bottom left here. We're going to be going all the way to the bottom right, going in a straight line. And then we're going to be going up to the top right, and then proceeding down into the middle section here, and then up to the top left, and then going down to the middle left where the exit is. Our gem route is not quite the tightest, so by all means, you can kind of mix and match things. And of course, as always, you can experiment with the route and see what suits you best. This is how I do it, so I hope it's very helpful for you. So, let's get right into it. Normally, you'll be entering this stage directly from after finishing 3-4, but that's fine. We're going to be doing it from here for the purposes of the tutorial. Starting off here, we're going to be doing a boost by hugging the corner at the bottom right here and firing the force ball weapon, which is going to be the only weapon we'll be using in this stage. We're going to be boosting up here, and we're going to be crossing this section with the laser with the iron bars. Now, as you have already seen, I am completely disregarding the where the laser is firing, because with fast enough double jumps, you should be able to kind of double jump, regrab, double jump, regrab, and with every regrab, your double jumps replenish, so you can kind of continue this combo until you reach the other side in a speedy fashion. Now, we get to this section, we boost up once again. This is meant to be like a puzzle with like these light bridges and whatnot. But because these fans are not blowing us up because they're blocked by the bridge, we just kind of boost our way up. And we hit this corner right here, which should give us ample time to do another double jump to get up and over, skipping the entire section. Normally, you're meant to be doing like a single jump to get to this checkpoint here, but I thought I could do it without, and yeah, I... I made a little boo-boo, but that's okay. Just do a single jump, you'll hit the checkpoint, and then what you need to do with carefully timed double jumps is you want to get to this block right here on the right side of your screen where I'm highlighting with my mouse. Jump too high, you'll be at the top of these cloud platforms, and you will not be able to go underneath unless you do like a little, flip-flop to kind of fall off the left side of this and then quickly snap back to the right to stand at the top of this cloud block, and then just hold right to get to this one. What I do is a little bit, I kind of stall my second jump input so I can go underneath all of these cloud blocks, and my second jump kind of gets me to the end there. So now what we're going to do is what is known as a block tap, or, well, what I like to call a block tap. Don't make that official terminology unless you like this term, and in which case, go right ahead. I'm going to pull this block over here to disable this light bridge, which prevents this cat from being a real troll here. And instead, I'm going to enable this light bridge. Now, you might be thinking, how are we going to get the boat down there so that we can get to the other side? And I'll show you what that is. It is part of the block tap strat. So, we are enabling this light bridge here, and then we're going over to get this boat. Now, a little tip from me, you want to get this boat as close to the right as possible, rather as far right as possible, because it is faster to drag the boat in a certain direction rather than riding a boat. So if you were to just push it like one block out, and then have it fall down to here roughly, and then ride it from there, it would be considerably slower to just kind of wait until you kind of cruise along to the other side where you need to be. So just pull it out to up to the second, third block, and then perform the block tap, which is done as follows. You'll see it once, and I'll explain it a second time. That was a blink and you miss it trick, so by all means, feel free to rewind to rewatch this. but I'll explain a little bit of how it works. Basically, what you need to do is, as you are situated here, I'm going to try and find the exact right timestamp where the inputs are happening. Oh, I had it for a second, but that's okay. Basically, what you need to do is grab the block and jump at the exact same time. So basically, in my controller's case, the X button and then the R2 button simultaneously. If you do it right, then the light bridge below you should disappear just long enough so that when you do let go of this button, when you do let go of the block, you can drop down and the boat can drop down after you. And because this boat is dropping at a similar speed to you, once you drop down low enough, you can do another jump input and then drop down into the boat, like so. And then continue riding the boat to the other side. Now, if you're feeling particularly vindictive with the cats of this game, and honestly, I don't blame you, you could disable both of these fans and kill the cat into the spikes. But this would be a little bit slow, so I would not recommend that if you're doing an actual, genuine 4PB speedrun. Just keep sailing, the cat will not hurt you while it's in midair. So, let's proceed onwards. We're going to climb up here, take the jetpack, and move on up. And here's the first segment of the Jebaiting, as I used to call it. Basically, the way it works is you want to kill these cats as efficiently as possible. And here's how I do it. Slide into one, it goes up to the spikes. Slide into another, goes up to the spikes again. Basically, unless you are sliding, unless you're like up to the cat, up close to the cat, exactly as it's firing a grenade, then if you slide early enough, the tail end of your slide should be able to catch the cats, and they'll get the same upwards momentum from the slide. I believe this sort of slide momentum is fixed. And so if you just do that, kill the cats, and then you push this block to the far right to go into this hidden tunnel, which has a gem in it as well, you'll be able to jebait those cats without dying. So that's pretty nice. So let's proceed onwards here. Gonna proceed by taking this boat up until the midpoint of this water lake, and then do a full double jump up to the other side until I get this gem. And then right before I hit the lava blocks, I held right so that I can be boosted to the right as much as possible. Now I'm going to do another corner boost with the force ball here to get up here, then land on these exploding blocks, double jump up here, and here we're going to do the second section of the Jebaiting, which has a semi-consistent setup, and I'll try and explain it to you as best as I can. But of course, the best way for you to learn this setup is to try and do it. So let's get started. First thing I do is a little bit after I hit this checkpoint, once I'm like at the midpoint between the checkpoint block and the next one over, I do a slide, symbolized by the square input here. The cat is trying to attack me, but the slide takes priority here, and so the cat will be pushed to the left. That at the same time, because the cat or me were directly on top of this explodey block, of this, well, mine block I would say, it gets disabled, and I can drop down as soon as the collision disappears for it, as I did. So there goes this cat, it's over there just chilling. The Rackalope wakes up, but we don't have to worry about it, and you'll see why, because I'm stepping on this mine block, which will soon explode. One thing you will see me do here now is, as soon as the collision disappears for the mine block, essentially what I'm doing is I am holding left to get to essentially hug the left side, or rather the right side of this block. As soon as I do that, I let go of the left button and instantly just stay neutral on horizontal movement, like so. And that sets me up perfectly for this next cat, which is going to try and attack me as the mine block explodes underneath it. For safety's sake, if it does hit me, I try to crouch here So if you get hit by the cat while not crouching, you'll be pushed a little bit horizontally and you'll get stunned a little bit. You get stunned a little bit less and you stay at this exact spot if you're crouching. So make sure as soon as you go neutral, you hold down on any sort of directional input that you have. So this cat tried to attack me, it failed, and now this Rackalope that has also woken up from this guy, I believe, um, well, I don't want to preface it too hard, but R.I.P. cat. And exactly as as the Rackalope chews on this cat, it cannot consume two people at once. So as it's chewing up this cat, we can kind of go right past it without any danger, break this other mind block, and then go to the exit home free. Just like so. Just like that. And that is the Jebaited stage 3-5. It's pretty simple. By all means, do give it a little bit of practice because it uses some less common techniques and speed strats that you usually than what you would usually find in other BattleBlock Theater stages, but it should still be a fun time regardless, especially because when you actually debate these cats appropriately, you are able to hit the exit very quickly. So it's a very satisfying stage if you get it right. But that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope this has helped you. Do check out some other tutorials if you are so inclined. But with that being said, I'll see you later. Good luck on your speedruns.